let's share our love for candy in our theme for the YouTube collab loop this week. If you would like to see that happen, stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. So this was my October beginning in my creative journal. If you have not watched the video, please check it out. I had so much fun with these Dutch doors. I'm filming this right after this one so that I'll have the continuity for the entire month of October. So I might use some of these same colors and yet to figure that out, but I do have all my supplies out. And this is also part of the YouTube collab loop group, and today the theme is candy. So I did prep a few things and I will talk a bit more about the YouTube collab loop group if you're not familiar with what that is. So let's go through the fun things that I have planned for this week. And let's get started. Scrapbook paper, in fact, and I do have these notepads from Archer and Olive. This is a neon one, and I am thinking of one of these, or at least two of these colors. So we have that, and this is the A6, I believe, and this is the notepads, but it is these colors. I doubt I will be pulling from here, but I still had this out. And I also have some washi tapes. The lace one is from the washi tape shop, and this is from the Good Girl Goodies. And all of these are from Planything. I have my self-healing cutting mat and my gyro cut, along with all the tools and supplies I need. And I might also bring in just a tiny bit of the distress inks and oxides. So I have a rough idea in mind, and we'll get started. So I also wanted to share the nails that I did. It is just two of the colors that I had, and I just used the toothpick. Some of it smeared a bit, so I tried to replicate that smearing on the other side. How do you like my nails? I usually don't have this conversation here, but I thought it was a fun way to bring in some of that fun vibes. So I already have a few pages going on for my creative journal for October, but I still wanted to include this candy theme also. It went well with the October and the Halloween stuff. So this is all the space I will be using. So I will be creating some kind of Dutch door. And I also intend to bring some fun components here using the glitter cardstock. So that will come at the very end after I figure out the Dutch door situation. So since our theme is candy, I have a couple of sticker books that I have pulled from. I don't have a whole lot of candy, which I realize, because I'm not into Halloween, so I don't really pick up any of the Halloween-y sticker books as per se. So this is from a couple of the older books, and this is the only page I have. And the rest is all more like Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah, there's hardly any candy in here. That's more for fall, and we do have some of this. And I also have the two mega books, and we have this side. Yeah, we do have lots of candy corns, 2 pages of that, in fact, along with these pages. And the other mega also has some candy, not a whole lot. Some of these, but with foil. So let us see how we can incorporate that. I'll just leave that open so that I'll have a good visual of what I have. And I also have this one, and the other seasonal ones, I'm not sure how much of it is left. So for Planything, Washi Tape Shop and Archer and Olive, where the journals are from, you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off. The shops and links are all down in the description. As you can see, I have used up quite a lot, and this was from a couple of years ago. As I mentioned, I do not pick up Halloween stuff because I'm not into Halloween. But the candy and all those fun components are there. This hardly has any, except for maybe a couple of these houses that are left. I don't have anything spooky to bring. And this one also, this is the seasonal days. I'm not sure if this is still in stock, but again, these are some of the Halloween trick-or-treat kind of stuff, but there's hardly any candy here. These are like the deco items you see. So I'm not sure I want to bring that in. And this is the other one, but this also does not seem to have candy as such. So let me figure out how I want to do this, because what I would like to do is, as I said, it is just this page and maybe this side page. So this can be the Dutch door. So I might actually have like something here which can be transformed into a Dutch door. So I'm using this Dockridge notepad, and let me just move that aside. And I think I can go with pink and orange because we already had a lot of purple in the other one. So I'll remove one of the oranges. Yeah, this orange should be good, and I'll remove the one from the front. Since this is perforated, it's so much easier. And this is the, yeah. I think that's all I need, but I'll leave it aside. And let me grab my pencil, because I can come and add like, I want something like a pumpkin or maybe a candy basket. So something like this. It can look like so. Yeah, I think I don't have a reference image or anything, but I'm just kind of figuring out. Yeah, I don't want it to be the exact same, so maybe like this. Let me just smooth out that curve a bit more. Of uniform, it's like a weird looking basket, so that, yeah, one can go here and one can go here. So I'm bringing in the houses and trees. This is the autumn set of trees. Something like this that's creepy can also be brought in. Something tall. I'm not sure if we have a second page, but I can always make do with what we have. So let us try and bring one tree here. Just one of those trees, and I might have the second one. Yeah, so the symmetry part is also good. So let's just line it up like here, and maybe one of those small houses. This one, the Halloween vibes with some of these pets and costumes. They do have very similar ones that go on even now. Side done, and now let's get to the candy bowl, the real star. So I just folded this notepad in half, and I want to kind of make it like a shape like so. Just freehand drawing. I don't have any picture or anything for reference, just that. I think I will come and add backdrop actually helps, I think. And we have two of those. So now let's decorate some of the wall or something for the candy to fall onto. And I'm using this brick washi from Good Girl Goodies. And especially with this brick pattern, sorry, I did not realize I was a bit out of frame, especially in that corner. Just maybe a teeny weeny bit, but nothing too much. And I'm just cutting around that edge there, just so that it will look as if the wall finishes at that point. And I'm just cutting off the excess going off the page, and just trimming that last piece. And that is that side of the Dutch door. And let's add the candy bowl, and we will have that fall off that side like so. And I'm using my tape runner to glue it down. And then I'm trying to see what candy I can use to make it cascade off the page, of that bowl in fact. And I'm bringing in some of those, it can look like those soft pumpkin candy. And I'm just building that cascade, just making small pieces that will slide out of that candy jar or the candy basket, just alternating between all the different candy we have going on. I don't have a whole lot, so I'm just making sure all the candy from all the books out so that I can have some actual mix in there instead of just one candy everywhere. And adding one of those costumed pets and throwing in the last couple of things in the black outline. And now off to cut off that extra area. This will be, I think, the Dutch door where I have cut off the maximum amount of paper, and almost entirely that page is being cut off. And I'm going under that basket also because I want that brick wall underneath to show. And this is something new for this time. This is the new item I'm trying. And usually I come and do something different, and just cutting off that area just under that basket so that it can look like so. And I'm just turning the journal. I've been really loving this process, and that is how it looks. And now we need to decorate some around the page, and of course that symmetrical part for the Dutch door. And I think I had run out of that exact same house, so trying to bring something in the similar size, and just making sure it looks slightly different but not too far off. And that's the advantage, because for the symmetry you need not have the exact element. If you have it, that's great, but if at all you don't have it, don't worry. And that's the tip, right? You can make do with any similar shaped or sized stickers in your sticker books, and that will complete that scene. And that candy bowl needs to be cut off there so that I can glue it down. Again, just gluing off the edges. And that is adding that cute ghosty on the candy bucket was, I think that was a nice cute touch. And I'm just cutting off that extra that was sticking out. And that
is our next side all ready to be filled up with candy. Again, making sure I have lined up all the stickers out so that I can just go and add all the candy. Trying to be as symmetrical as possible, but sometimes with such things, symmetry does not always work best. Just throwing everything, and let me know in the comments if you knew that October 30th was Candy Corn Day. I did not know it either until very recently. I was doing my pre-planned video and I was just looking up all the common fun holidays, and that seems to be one of the ones for October 30th. And I do have my Skinny Classic with the similar theme. So the candy corns, I will have the picture here. Check that out. If you, the plan with me is up on my channel, so please feel free to check that out. And I have all the themes with the YouTube collab loop group on a playlist as well, if you would like to check out the other creative things I have done for the different themes. And that is a sneak again of my earlier one from October. And it will be a nice way to finish off the month. And also coming back to our theme of the YouTube collab loop group and the whole concept, the process is very simple. If you've been here before, you know how it works. You start with mine or anybody else's video, and you just continue on with the loop until you get back to me or whoever you started with. And once you get back to the same person, you will have completed the loop. So that's me coming in with some of that distress inks and oxides. And this is the black suit distress ink. And that's a scrap piece of paper underneath for that spooky look. And this is the cute look I have going on. I'm just outlining the candy bucket so that it can look better and more finished, and it also pops against that neon orange. And that is our bucket, candy bucket spilling out. And you will see I do some decorations more. And let's make the fun component now. I'm making some 3D bats. So that's the glitzy glitter, and I'm going with the black glitter cardstock. I will link as many products as I can. Usually I try and do my best. So this was from Joanne. I will find something similar which you can grab. And I want to have the full effect of the bats. Again, this is going to be freehand drawing. And yeah, I'm just drawing a few bats before I cut them out. And yes, you can imagine I'm going to be sticking them on the pages so that it can be a three-dimensional effect. And I'm just trying to make sure they look like a bat and not like some creepy thing, because they will be flying off the page. And just taking my time to do some freehand drawing. And also let me know in the comments if you like to try new things like me in your planner and journal spreads, because not everybody is comfortable stepping outside their comfort zone. I usually try and push myself to try something new, and it usually comes out quite fun, and I really love the end product. So just going for 5 or 6, maybe 2 or 3 on each page in multiple sizes. That's all the thought I have put into it so far. I'm just trying to maximize that paper there. And this is again very, very, very simple, very basic. Anybody can do this. If you want a template for reference, please feel free to do that. And I'm just going to fuzzy cut around that just to make sure we have those bats. Have you started thinking about your lineup for next year? I do have videos on a few things you can keep in mind before deciding on your lineup for any year. And also my setups for the upcoming year should be coming towards the end of the year.
So I cut out a few of these bats and I just added a couple more which look more like birds, less like the actual bats, but I think I'm going with these ones. So just 3 on each side, not entirely symmetrical, but I think it'll do. And I also would like to bring an interactive element in here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm not erasing the back, the pencil marks. So I will be gluing down the body only. So the wings will be up in the air like so. So if you can see, let me just bring that scrap piece of paper so that I don't have the glue all over my book. So just have this part down so that when I actually glue it down, it will look as if the bats are off the page. So that is how I'm going to be doing all the bats. Just at the middle, so maybe something like so. Yeah, maybe just off the center so that it can actually pretend that the wings can be up. Another one here, not entirely symmetrical as I said. So just the body is being glued down. Yeah. So just trying to lift that so that it can stay up like so. And for the other side, let me, yeah, there's not any glue here, so let me just try and fix these ones. Just trying to make sure it does not go off the page because I do not want to cut their wings off. Let the poor creatures fly around. I can handle bats, I can handle cats to an extent, nothing too creepy, but these things I can do. So I thought it was a fun way of bringing in some of these interactive elements. So just like so, and these things will stick out. So that's all our Candyland, and I will bring some of these, I'll bring some of these codes also in here. Might as well, right? Yeah. So let us try and space this right because I want at least most of it to be seen. So when we turn to this side, what do we have here? Yeah, I think this side will be better because most of it will be visible. Or should I just do it up at the top? Maybe, right? Yeah, let's just do it up at the top, and we have the Happy Halloween here, which can go here underneath this one. Yeah, almost entirely fully visible. Yeah, so we'll have that. And we also have some cats that we can bring in. So do we have any purples is what I'm thinking, because to my understanding we don't. So might as well keep the purple off with the cat. Do we need another spooky little tree is what I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe, right? It does not get seen anyway, so we could, yeah. We could bring it in like so and lift this so that it can go behind there, and it does give that some more of that creepy look. And for this side, yeah, all of these trees have some kind of faces in them, so I'm not keen on doing that, but we need a cat. So we will have her here. What else could we... Yeah, we will have some more of those candy corns. Yeah, some can go here. And one can actually pretend as if it's just there. So why don't we just do that? And we can actually bring some of these pumpkins also. Why don't we just do that? And we will have yeah, we'll have that. Should I go for the wilted violet or the villainous potion? I think this one had the villainous potion. Yeah. So why don't we just bring in the wilted violet, which, yes, yeah, this is darker, so this is the villainous potion. I do have tutorials on how you can use the distress inks and oxides and all that. So just trying to go ahead and blend some of that purple in, especially around the edges, just so that we can all pull it all together, you know what I mean? Because we used a lot of purple in the first pages. Just a tad bit here and there, nothing too crazy. I'm hoping to keep it real, but you never know. If it is too long, I might actually come and add the sped up version and do the voiceover all over again. But as of the time I'm filming, I'm doing it entirely in real time. So let us see. So just trying. I can always come and lift the bats. So this is the fun element here, along with these candy. So this is the first time I'm doing this interactive bat kind of thing, and I like to try new things. That's what my creative journal is for. And this is, should I just come and add a bit more of that dark, because this orange just, it just pops. So I thought I will come and add a bit of that black, not too much, but I think it'll help bring that down. It's not that it is not anything crazy, but I think it'll tone down that neon orange a bit. And Arch and Olive does have amazing stuff when it comes to such things. Their notepads are like amazing. Yeah, I did have some smear on the other side. It's fine. It's okay. So there we have it. So this is my candy themed YouTube collab loop group video. And I brought in stickers from Planything. The washi tape is from Good Girl Goodies, and I did not use any Planything washi this time, but just kept it very minimally decorative with not too much crazy touch doors, but just had to try something new. So here's my new candy cascading element with all the deco mostly from the Planything, and I also did the seasonal mega sticker books. Let me show you which ones. So it was this one, which is an older one, and one of these ones, which is from the recent years. And the notepad is this neon notepad in A6. No, B6, yes. And I also have this glitzy glitter in black that I brought. So that is my creative journal setup for the candy theme. And let me know what you think about it and how you like all of these combined for October. Just went with distress oxides, and I brought in some of the distress colors in purple and black. And I think I really love the freedom I had experimenting with this. It was kind of a task figuring out the symmetry part of it, but I love how this turned out. And this is the candy jar that just spilled over Halloween, and it is turning out to be really spooky. So that is what we have, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you check out the next video in the loop. It is linked below, and I hope you would subscribe to all our channels and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of the future videos from any of us. Leave us all a word of encouragement. Drop us a comment as to what your favorite Halloween candy is. So that would be an interesting conversation. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please come follow me on Instagram. I think I share more of myself over on IG. And welcome to my YouTube family if you are joining me today. And hope you find lots of inspiration from all the videos you will see in the loop group. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.
Ha 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 ha!